Welcome to You're Not the Boss of Me. If you are determined to break glass ceilings and build it your way, this show is for you. I'm your host, Beth Graves, and I am obsessed with helping you to not just dream it, but make the plan, connect the dots, and create what you crave. Are you ready? Let's get started. I am excited today because we are still talking about the Millionaire Action Plan, the map of how to build your network marketing business. Last week we had Danelle. If you listened, you know it's fire. If you haven't listened, stop right now, go and listen before you listen to this episode. I want to start with reading from Lofty Goal Achiever, a review that was left this week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She left the review that says, the metaphor of having the right things in your suitcase and the thoughts you have about the destination resonate with me and help me to change my mindset from overwhelm to positivity. Thank you, Beth. I love that review. And if you are a Lofty Goal Achiever, please reach out to me, Instagram, DM me, Facebook. Let me know it's you because I have a prize for you for leaving that review. And thank you. We're going to talk about the suitcases. And if you're new to the podcast and you don't know what that's all about, let me explain it to you. So I think it's been about 4 episodes we've been talking about what is a Millionaire Action Plan, the MAP, because we are so close to launching the MAP membership group where we get to all hang out and you get to have this podcast and all of the good stuff, the coaching on what to do daily in your network marketing business. Last week we had Danelle and we had her talking about how you're going to grow your team in a massive way by having conversations and having an invite. And the feedback that I got was, this is pure gold. The question that I have is, but I don't know how to ask or who to ask, and do I text and do I message and how does that work? So today I want to just break down for you how to have the conversation, when, how, what medium, right? Text, Facebook Messenger, in real life, of asking someone to take a look at what you're doing with the business. And that seems to be one of the most difficult places in the women that I coach. I've coached thousands of women and men in the network marketing space. And most people have no problem talking about their product and getting people started on their product. They love it. They know it creates a result. They can put some things up in their stories or have conversations, solve a problem, and get a new customer started. No problem at all. It's the conversation about the business that many people are stuck. And I have people on my team, I have women that I coach that have massive, massive customer bases, and that's where it stops. So in the network marketing model, we know no matter what your comp plan is, that you have the choice to build a large customer base, service your customers, make commission on those customers, and that's cool. But if you want to build out that freedom income or also help other people to diversify their income, to have a solution of a way to make more money, you need to have business partners. So what is it? How do you do that? How do you have that conversation? I'm going to break it down into 3 steps. And I am also going to tell you something that might not be a popular opinion, but I always tell you the truth. So we see so often, and you guys, it happens all the time that you meet somebody on Facebook, whether it's in a Facebook group, whether it's somebody that you just happen to be in a book club, hanging out, you connect, you have this new friend, and you have conversations. So I get messages all the time from people that I know what's coming. Do you know what I mean? I never want to say that it's bad that you know what's coming because we're in the space, but I had somebody reach out to me this week and I don't even remember how and when we became friends. And she said, hey, Beth, I know it's been a while. How has everything been going for you and your family during this pandemic? And I didn't want to answer because I was pretty sure the next question was going to be some sort of recruiting question. And I'm a person that says be bold. So my feelings around it were, this doesn't feel right. Of course, I answered, and it was like, hey, would you be open to taking a look? And so I thought, how do we have that conversation, because we need to have it, without it feeling like, oh, I'm going to send this message on Messenger, and then I'm going to go right to the conversation? That's a good question, right? How do you make it genuine? How do you make it sound like you? How do you bring up the question? And I want you first, number one, and this is the 3 steps to number 1, make a decision that you are going to ask the question and that people are looking for you to ask the question to take a look. All right, make that decision and put it in an affirmation. When you have negative energy around the idea that you're going to ask your friend Sara or your new Facebook connection to take a look at what you have, when you have negativity around it, your vibration gets low. And I think that message that I received was the vibration was low. There was no excitement about it at all whatsoever. And so I want to share with you that when you are making that decision, so number 1, make the decision, right? You're making the decision that you want to grow that team, that you are going to have conversations. So if you guys can hear Yogi snoring in the background, I'm just going to keep going. Yogi's my little black rescue dog, Danny and Ron's Rescue. Brought to you by, no, it's not a sponsored podcast, but if you haven't seen Life in the Doghouse, Danny and Ron's Rescue, and you're not following them on Instagram, on social media, the most incredible 2 men, good friends of mine. We had a Katrina rescue. Go watch Life in the Doghouse. Then send them a message and say, Beth told me to watch Life in the Doghouse. Go follow them on Instagram. Send them a message today and just say, hey, I heard about you on a podcast. They'll love it. All right, back to your regularly scheduled show. See how easy that was? I just invited you midstream because Yogi was snoring to go watch Danny and Ron's Rescue. I could have also said, give them a donation. If you love this podcast, give them a donation. That's an even better thing to do today because you felt my vibration rise when all of a sudden I was thinking, oh my gosh, Danny and Ron's Rescue. So number 1, make a decision that you're going to ask. Make a decision that the person that you're going to ask is going to receive it with an open heart. They may not be saying yes, they might, but I'm not attached to that outcome. So number 1, make a decision that how do you get to a higher vibration? You literally go into gratitude. You look at the success stories. You lean into what are the benefits? Why is this business model something that people absolutely need to have their hands on? And one of the pieces that I want to share with you on that is I just interviewed 3 women tonight that on one of our corporate Zooms, and all 3 of them were sharing how the flexibility of having the income stream in network marketing has allowed them to have different options. So someone asked them the question and they said yes. So number 1, have the belief in the energy and the vibration around your question. If you don't believe it's possible, if you believe people don't say yes to you, they are not going to say yes to you. And how do you get to that space is you lean into the stories of success. You take a look at how many people in the industry, in your company, have been able to pay off debt, have been able to completely change their life, or maybe even just take a vacation to Disney. And you share those stories. You share those stories in a genuine and authentic way. You highlight those stories. You need to understand, if you're going to raise that vibration, how much gratitude you have around what is possible. So even if you're not there yet, you have the vision, what is possible. So raising that vibration, it takes affirmations, it takes journaling, it takes gratitude, and it takes visualizing how the outcome of the conversation will be and visualizing even where you're headed with your team. So that's number 2 is, have you created a vision board for your team? Meaning your ultimate business partners. Most people are like, what? I just go through my list. I want you to make a decision. As Danelle said in our live in Camp Elevate, it was really cool. She said, who are your board of directors? So many times we're like, oh, I'll just send this message to this random person. If she says yes, great. And then we're dragging that person through the fire, dragging them along with us. So my board of directors, and when I think about the success of a network marketing business, it's not because you sent a random message closing your eyes and hoping that you would have the right person. That's low vibration recruiting. Know that what you have to offer is incredible and have it on your vision board. Who are your board of directors? So I want you to, number 2, I want you to write a description of the person that is going to be a part of your business. Okay, so think about that. A description of the person that is going to be a part of your business. So if you are going to hire a babysitter for your kids, you would have in your mind a description of what that would look like, correct? So a description. What type of person are you looking for? And I even wrote down, have pictures of people that are on the vision board. So pictures, and not getting too hung up, not like you've got like a CSI investigation board where you've got like pictures of your, cousin from Kentucky and they come to your house, like, why am I on your board, right? That's a little weird. But do you have a description of the type of person that you want to work with? When you raise the vibration and when you act even as if it's happening, the message isn't like, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. How is everything going for you? How are you holding up? And then I'm like, oh, this is coming from a weird place, right? So knowing who is your board of directors. And number 3, the next piece is, I don't care if someone says yes or no, meaning it doesn't impact my vision. I care. Yes. Nobody wants rejection. I want everybody to say yes. I want everybody to love the podcast. I want everybody to want to be in the MAP membership group. But I know the quality of what it is that I have to offer. So let's look at it for the MAP membership group that's coming up. So, and it works for network marketing as well. So I have created my dream place, and it took us 2 weeks longer than we thought. We were supposed to open June 1st. We still have you guys on that VIP carpet, people that have gone to the mapmembership.com and have put themselves on the list. You haven't paid a penny yet. And we're going to be sending you some emails, giving you some really special things to do and look at and test. But what I know about the MAP membership is that it is going to be the one-stop shop for tools, for strategies. There will be live coaching, accountability, community, social media plans, things to post, contests. I wanted to stop the insanity of being all over the place and give a real life plan that is organic growth, conversations. And so I have training coming in from the best of the best. I have different modules that go, I don't like the word modules, I call them suitcases. So we have the MAP mindset suitcase that has all kinds of different tools where you're building out your mindset routine. We have a whole suitcase that's how to organize your business to optimize, meaning how do you track those leads? Do you use sticky notes? Do you use Trello boards? There's different types of apps, but knowing how to organize your business and giving you PDFs to do it, and ideas of follow-up and reach outs for the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then an entire social media map that tells you the 5-step posting strategy, how to connect in Facebook groups, every single thing that has been a part of the build in my coaching business and the network marketing business from many, many coaches is going into this MAP membership. So I tell you all that. Yes, that was like a pitch in the middle of the podcast. I always will call myself out on that. But if I were to reach out, let's say I was reaching out to Kathleen and I said to Kathleen, oh my goodness, I have got to share something exciting with you. This has been in the making for a long, long time. And as a network marketer, I know this will be super valuable. When can you chat? And Kathleen might say, well, tell me what it's all about. She may say no. She may say, and if it's my Kathleen, who is in profit her way, she's saying yes for sure, but she may say no. It still doesn't mean that I've got to give up on the MAP membership. It just means that she's not in a space. She doesn't feel she needs it. And I'm just going to say, okay, you know what? I'll give you updates on what's happening because we have so many cool things coming. I'll give you updates. And then she will probably end up at one point saying, oh, I really want to hop in there because I want to learn more about how to use my Instagram stories to get 10 leads a day or something like that. So I offered it, asked her if she was open to taking a look, and she said no, and that's cool. So I was just like, okay, no problem. It doesn't mean that I throw the MAP membership out and say, oh my gosh, I'm a failure. Nobody wants to do it. So I want you to realize that you've got number one, raising your energy, vibration, your belief around what you do. That's your gratitude. The next step is knowing what is going to happen in your board of directors. Who are they? What type of leaders are you recruiting? And what kind of qualities do they have? And number three, when we talk about the ask, is when you ask someone to take a look, it should never sound weirdly scripted. It should never sound like, hey, I've been thinking about you. That felt off. So you might say, well, I send messages like that. Well, that's fine because your energy is different. So when you go for, I'm going to have a conversation, I always start with people that already love the product. I always say, go to your customer list first. And this is how I would do it, is just to say, hey, Cathy, I would love to chat with you. When do you have 10, 15 minutes? When you are recruiting, I know that a lot of people are like, I'm going to voice memo. But I will tell you, as someone that's made more than I can even fathom in this industry, because it's such an incredible industry, if I want to have a conversation with someone that is on my board of directors and they're willing to talk to me, I want to have an on the phone or a Zoom conversation. So I would start with, and if I can't get to the Zoom, that's fine. But many times I would start with just saying, I've got something really exciting I want to share with you. And if you've been with your company for a while, it might be a new announcement. It might be a way that you're bringing in new business partners. So if I was reaching out to, let's say, Kathleen, and I've been in my business for 3 years and she's a customer, I would say, Kathleen, I've got something really, really cool and exciting I want to share with you around essential oils. And do you have 10 minutes? I want to run this by you. It's super exciting. And she'll probably say yes. So when she gets on the phone, I will say to her, listen, I start with a compliment and I would say, Kathleen, you are so dynamic. You are also someone who has had great results with my essential oils. I don't even know anything about essential oils except for I love them. Put them in the diffuser all the time. We have right now going on with X, Y, and Z an incredible way to get started. I am mentoring 4 people one-on-one, and I would love for you to see if this is for you because, and do you see how I said that? I'm mentoring 4 people one-on-one. Well, we do that anyway, but I'm showing the benefits. So I might even slow down, like I'm thinking as I speak. I might even slow down and say, listen, I know you have a passion for essential oils. You are an incredible bundle of energy and positivity. I know how you could impact people with this business. Have you ever considered what it would look like for you to have a business with X, Y, and Z? I'd love to give you a glimpse of that. I'd love to talk more about that. It doesn't matter what you say, you're getting to the point. If you are asking somebody to come to a birthday party, you're not gonna be like, well, let me send you a quick video about the party. You can then go into my group and see if the party's for you, and then I'll follow up in 2 days about the party. Don't get me wrong, I love Facebook groups. But if you listened to Danelle last week, I want to invite to a time-sensitive thing. So if I'm having the conversation with Kathleen and I say to her, listen, I've got an event tonight, it's 12 minutes long, and it is going to just give you step-by-step what this business looks like. I'm also going to be interviewing someone who's had success in the business, can share a little bit more. Would you take a look? I would love for you to take a look. You don't have to say yes or no. Would you take a look? And so I'm inviting to take a look at it. So in my invite though, I love to give vision. Before I say that is, listen, I know that you are someone who is absolutely in love with essential oils. And then I'll cast the vision to say, I have just been on a corporate update. We are launching something that is just going to shift the entire X, Y, and Z, or people are building online businesses. What is it? I've got to give you a statistic. Somebody Google it and send it to me, but the amount of online businesses that it has opened has been insane. Give a little bit of facts and just say, I'm not asking you to say yes or no, but will you take a look? Because this is so exciting, and more exciting would be if we could work together on this. Cool? And then I pause. And so then I will, if they say, well, I've thought about it, but it's not for me, I would say, okay, no problem. Can I keep you on my list? Because things may change for you. And I might say, hey, as the world shifts and things are moving more online, this may be a good fit for you later on. But I also love referrals as well. So if you ever think of someone that you think this would be such a great business partner for Beth, send her my way. And then I send a quick thank you. Thank you for having the conversation today. And I'm going to do some follow-ups. So one, you have to raise that belief, that energy. I mean, do not send a message to somebody when you're thinking, oh crud, I don't want to send this message. Crap. What are they going to say? Raise the energy, raise the belief, raise your excitement. And you do that through that mindset work, through working out that subconscious garbage that is telling you that nobody's listening to you. You haven't had success. Why would you ask? All those things you say to yourself. That comes from affirmations. It comes from journaling. It comes from belief. And it comes from having a mindset routine. We know that. Gratitude, growth, goals. We talked about it last week. We have the mindset map and all kinds of ways that we retrain our brain to be open for that abundance. That's going to happen in the map membership as well. Next, I want you to decide what are the characteristics, the values, who are your board of directors that you're looking for, so that you're very clear and you're not just like, hey, I think I'm going to talk to this. I have conversations with random people. They may work out, but when you're clear on that person, who she is or he is, what he stands for, would this be somebody that you would want to hang out with and plan with and be with? That's what you're looking for. Now, I'm not saying you don't have conversations with people that might not fit into that window, but when you define it, trust me when I tell you, they show up. Okay, so decide that. Next, you have a high vibration, honest conversation that just says, hey, I've got something. It's really exciting. Do you have 5 minutes? Get them on the phone, or even you can do it in Messenger and voice memo. Hey, I've got something I want to run by you. It's super exciting. I have not been able to stop thinking about having this conversation with you because you would be such a perfect fit. Can we have a conversation? Do you have 5 minutes? I don't keep them for more than 5-10 minutes. And then I do the invite to what is it all about? I'm not getting them on the phone and then saying, oh, here are the benefits of the company. Here's what it looks like. That 12-minute, what is this all about? Most of you have that with your leadership. Many of you have it in a Facebook group that you can put them inside of a group that talks about the benefits of the company. And if you don't have it, I'm telling you guys, learn it. Create slides on Canva. Find somebody on Fiverr. Find the benefits of why your company is the best. What are the sales? How are things moving online? What are the advantages to having your own home-based business? It's all over the place. You can create a presentation. And most importantly, you can interview someone that has that information. So create the 12-minute presentation or use one that's in one of your customer groups, asking your leadership is, what do you share? And if you don't have that 12-minute presentation, you can have a conversation, but I would definitely bring in three-way validation to that. So the recruiting process is not necessarily this way all the time. There may be, so my follow-up, if she says no, might be then to have another invite to say, hey, I just interviewed somebody that's super successful in our business. I know you were a no the first time, but I think you'll find this interesting. And give it another round of, hey, would you take a look? And I don't ever hesitate to say, I learn by asking these questions. So would you be open to telling me what is it that has this a hard no for you? I ask them. Most of the time it's time. I don't want to build a business online. If I know they're hard no, I know how I can follow up. And if it is a hard no, after the follow-up, I leave it, right? So this episode today, how do you get better at these conversations? How do you get better at that 12-minute quick presentation about what it's all about, finding the benefits of your company? Well, those are part of your Millionaire Action Plan. So one of the pieces, I call them suitcases, and they're in the back of like what it's in the back office type of thing that you have access to. So there's a Facebook group and then there's the suitcases. And inside of there is our scripts like this, and also 12-minute presentation ideas of meaning if you were to put a group of people together and give a small presentation, because many times even the corporate presentation isn't my cup of tea. So I'm going to give you some homework today. And if you're in Camp Elevate, there's going to be a post that goes up as well. And the homework is, if you were called by your corporate, your CEO, your founder, to give a 10-minute presentation about what it is in your company that makes it special, unique, why someone would want to choose yours, I want you to write down at least 10 reasons why. I want you to do the research. I want you to find out the sales. I want you to do some research on what's happening in the online space. I want you to do some network marketing research. I want you to know the benefits of your company. If you're just like, oh, it's great, people make money, watch this video, you're not going to attract your board of directors. What are the benefits? So let's review. Number one, raise the vibration, have belief, get that mindset in place, decide that you are having conversations that will be received openly. No low vibe, hiding behind the curtain, sending a really scared message. Number two, visualize, determine what are the qualities, who are your board of directors, have it on a vision board. I want people of my team. It's really, really important to me that I have team players because we all work together, sidelines. So I want somebody, that is a team player. I want someone who has the quality of honesty and integrity. But most importantly, I want somebody who has high vibration and belief around what it is that we're building, that they have vision. So I know exactly. And it's interesting, when I started to do that, the last person that just said yes is exactly as I described. You guys, this is no joke. When you put these things down and you act as if you manifest exactly what it is that you want to have in your business. And then number three was just ask, have that conversation. Have the conversation about I want to run this by you. I have something I'm really excited about. I've been working on this for quite a while. And if it's somebody that knows you've been in the business for a while, then have something new, like a new quick start launch that's going to give a social media game plan to that person. Things like that make a huge difference. And then last, your bonus is, do you even know the benefits of what you're recruiting to? Do the research. What is it about the company? What is it about where they've been, where they're going? What is it about the proprietary unique products? What is it about the community, the culture? Ask leaders, what do you share when you're sharing about the business opportunity? Is there a video? Is there something? And then I don't always just send the video, but I listen to the video and I get the statistics. Has your company ever been featured in direct selling news? Where are those articles? And become somebody that is more than just a puppet. Because if you have the vision of what you're doing, who it is that's on your board of directors, and then you go to do the invite and all you have is this video to send, which I love to send a video. If I were to come, let's say that you were creating, let's talk about the MAP membership again. Let's say that I don't tell you that the benefits. I don't tell you that you'll have a social media game plan. I don't tell you that there will be ideas for you for 5 posting strategies to get more engagement. I don't share with you that there's a closing strategy that I use in Messenger that I'm going to be sharing. I don't share with you how we're going to have accountability and community. I just share this quick video and I don't really talk about the benefits and it doesn't feel right. You're thinking, well, why would I want to be in there? So if you're excited about what you're doing with your company, then know the facts, know the statistics, know your numbers, do the research, put it on a cheat sheet, have it on an index card, have it on the notes of your phone. If the CEO said, you are going to present to the entire Facebook world 12 minutes of why we stand out, I want you to have those numbers. I want you to be the person that is able to talk about the benefits, that's able to talk about why you stand out. Because when you know that, and you have the vision of who's coming your way, and you have belief, and you work on those obstacles that tell you can't, and you even have described in your brain, in your vision, you've written it down, who is your board of director, who are those people that are coming your way, and you have clarity around what it is that you're talking about. I know we use 3-way chats for that, but you are going to be the person on the 3-way chat or the 3-way call. You have a home run. And then if you can top it by having the confidence to just ask in a way that's listen, what we have going on in the online space, the network marketing model, and specifically with Company X, it's insane. I have never seen anything like this. And don't lie and exaggerate, tell the truth. But you are with your company because you love your company. So I just picked up I don't know if any of you have read, and I'm going to ask Janine if she'll be on the podcast. She's one of my favorite authors. She wrote Flip Flop CEO with her daughter, Lori. And they also have a book called If the Shoe Fits. And it's basically in this book, If the Shoe Fits, it talks about how to make a decision about your network marketing company. And so I'm telling you that the questions that they ask in this book help you to have clarity around, ooh, I might need to know that. I'm not saying you have to memorize every percentage of the comp plan, but if someone says, what kind of comp plan do you have? No, is it binary? Is it a unilevel hybrid? And I've had people say, well, what's a binary comp plan? You guys, use Google, do the research, be a professional. I'm telling you, it takes 10 seconds to understand the difference, or ask somebody that may know. And I'm not saying that you have to know your comp plan, but if I was joining somebody in a business and they said, oh, I don't really even know what the structure is, I might hold back a bit. You don't have to know everything, but know how people get paid. And if you're new, absolutely you say, you know what, I'm going to connect you to my friend Emily. She is the go-to person. I know that I just love the network marketing model. We have, and you could say, we have a unilevel comp plan. She can explain it further. Would you like me to connect her to you? You can use a tool, but just have your facts down, have that confidence. So that's all I have for you guys today. It felt like it was going to be short and then it went long. I want you to remember that the best people who recruit, it's not that they know more people than you. It is, they might, masters of connection. It's that they keep it super simple. They have total belief and confidence in what they're sharing. They have belief and confidence that this is the type of person, this is who's coming my way. When those conversations happen, they're clear, they ask a question, there's this energy around it like, ooh, I've got to take a look at this. And then there is having the information that when you invite somebody to come to that 12-minute Zoom or come to that interview where you're talking with your leader, you're asking the questions that will give the information about why would I choose this person? What are the benefits? So your homework is, what are the benefits of your specific company? Why is it different? And why would someone choose it? Go through the videos, go through the information, ask a lot of questions, get that written down, and get it set in stone. That is going to help you have clarity, and it helps you to have what I call the CEO shift. Be the CEO of your business. This is an industry that can pay you more than CEOs make of entire huge corporations. So why are we playing small and not understanding things? It is worth the time to invest in knowing what it is that you are sharing. And that is what I'm asking you to do today, and asking you to also invest in your vision. I hope this was helpful for you. I want to close with just saying to you guys, I believe that you can make a shift. I believe you can. You may not be at that belief level yet. And the key is, if you're newer or you don't have the belief, partner with someone who has the voice that you need for your three-way chats, your three-way calls, for a presentation. Okay? Well, that is the end of the episode. I'm going to give you guys one last chance. I'm going to tell you two things. Go watch Life in the Doghouse, Danny and Ron's Rescue. If you love this podcast today, donate $10, $20 to Danny and Ron's Rescue, and just put a note and say, I heard about it on Beth's podcast. Say, in memory of Lucky. Lucky was our Hurricane Katrina dog. So say, in memory of Lucky. Go, and don't even write a review today for me. I would rather you go Danny and Ron's Rescue. You can go to, I think it's dannyandronsrescue.com. You can find them on Instagram. Make a donation today. I didn't even plan that, but I decided, hey, that's a good thing. And I'm going to start doing that. Maybe we'll do that once a month. The next thing that I want you to do is to go to themapmembership.com and get on my list. You are going to love what we have going on in there. And you want to be a part of the founding VIP beginning, because what we're building is phenomenal. And in the pre-launch and in the launch, we are going to roll out some things, and you're going to get the access, the training. I'm going to train on each of those different areas. I am going to find the experts, and this is going to build and build and build and build. And you will, like the digital swag that we have coming each month, amazing. And we just finished another thing I'm really excited about, affirmation cards. Like that you can actually make your own affirmation cards around your business and your belief. and really cool things. You want to be a part of it. Trust me on that. All right, that's it. Make sure you come back next week because we are going to have an incredible guest sharing her Millionaire Action Plan. All right, thanks guys. See you soon. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today on You're Not the Boss of Me. I'm hoping that you found one thing that you will do today that will allow you to move forward to that big, audacious goal. And I have a favor to ask of you, and that is leaving me a 5-star review over in iTunes. Every single week, I read your reviews. I love hearing what you have to say, and it allows me to bring you more, to get more people to interview that are doing the thing, breaking the glass ceilings, creating what they crave, and helping you with your game plan. So leave me a 5-star review, and when you do, I enter you to win the You're Not the Boss of Me swag. So make sure you leave it, and we'll reach out to you if you're the winner. Thanks so much for hanging with me today, and we'll chat with you soon.